Hi, everyone. This is Mrs. Green in the Assessment Division. I wanted to give a quick overview of the different types of item types or questions that you will see on the field tests for eighth grade science this year in February. So the first one that's on your screen now is called a multi-select. And so it's going to ask you a question, and instead of you choosing only one correct answer, there's going to be a couple of different ones. Sometimes it'll tell you select the three correct answers, or sometimes, like in this one, it just says select all elements. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you this. And so that's how it would look, kind of like a checklist instead of an actual multiple choice question. Okay, the next type that I wanted to show you is called a multi-part. On the multi-part, it's going to ask you a question, and then it has a follow-up question as well. See that way. So this one you have, some background information, and then you have the actual question here. What's going to happen to this still ball after the box stops? Well, it's going to continue going. And then it asks what causes it to do that. Whatever you select up here, what causes it? And so that is your second part. Okay. The next item type is called drop and drag. Now, you might see this as a T-chart where you're going to put all the physical changes on one side, all the chemical changes on another, or something like that. But you can also see it like this, kind of like you have a word bank and you need to put those words in the correct spaces. So, what is mixing together like cake or mixing cake batter together? Well, that's just going to be a physical change. So I'm going to take it and drag it. Notice how it doesn't go away. So that's still an option. So that doesn't really help you in that matter. Burning paper, what kind of change? That's going to be chemical change. And then we have a chemical property and then a physical property. Okay, that's drag and drop. So now this is called a hotspot. You have a Hertzsprung-Russell diagram, and it asks you which section includes the coolest, brightest stars. So instead of you having multiple choice questions down here to where you select number 2, you would actually come up here and you would click number 2. Okay. You also have a short constructed response to where it's basically a short answer. This one's asking you, they're building a circuit, and it has wires that connect a battery to a switch to a fan. What transformations? Well, you would put it is chemical to um, chemical to electrical to mechanical. Okay, and that's it. Um, so you would just type in your answer. And the next one is text entry. This is kind of like your gridables, where you would have to put in your correct answer and then bubble in underneath it. But this one, you don't have to bubble anything in. It's asking how many neutrons are in the nucleus of a potassium atom with a mass number of 39. So you're going to do your 8-man for this. And honestly, I cannot remember what potassium's atomic number is. 19. Okay. So, 39 minus 19 is 20, so it's going to have 20 neutrons. Those are the 6 different item types that you'll see. You will also see multiple choice like you normally have in the past, but you're also going to see some of these questions as well. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and make sure you try your hardest on those field test questions, and also take your time because they're also seeing if you need to be given more time on the actual test whenever you begin taking this in 2022, 2023. So make sure you take your time.